everybody. Welcome to Grind Time ATL. Today, so I'm your host. First of all, I'm your host, WDG Grind Time, aka Willie Green, and we have our co-host,
Sean Day. Y'all already know, but call me Day. What we talking about today?
Man, well, today we got a little young guest on the show. We're gonna let him introduce himself.
My name
Private
Don.
Private
Okay. And we also have another guest with us again.
What's going
Back
on?
again.
Tommy the husband, you heard?
Tommy.
So this pretty
Tommy the
much-
hubby. That's what we're gonna call him. Tommy the hubby.
Tommy.
Tommy the hubby in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tommy the hubby, man. Today, man, we got, for the viewers, this my son, and we got a real hot topic for y'all today. This topic gonna hit home. At some point of your life, you know what I'm saying, from your birth to your teenage years, you know what I'm saying, you was like the baby of the bunch out of all of y'all, and at some point I went away. You know what I'm saying? I had to go do some time in prison and stuff like that. I really want to know, like, what was your relationship with before and after prison? Like, pretty much your mental health, what type of relationship, like, what was you going through once I went away?
You said first talk about before.
Yeah, you can talk about before first, you know what I'm saying? Because I know before we spent a lot of time, you played a lot of sports, you was like a real big sport person everybody looked up to in the athletic world. And I think sometimes around the COVID time, I can't remember what year COVID actually hit. I understand,
I
like,
think that was 19.
2019.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
2020.
Yeah, and I know that kind of messed up your athleticism because it shut the world down. But I know at some point that I left, and I know at some point before, because I know you love the music. I don't even know when you got in tune with it. I know when I came home, I just started hearing you outside. I started hearing you in my car. So, what was your transformation like from having a father all your life to not having a father overnight? You know what I'm saying?
Alright, I feel like this. Before you went in, I was more so like goofy, cause I was always with you. You know what I'm saying? You goofy.
Right.
You feel me?
He's so goofy. You don't goofy though.
God dang. But afterwards, before you went in, my mama had cancer too. So
Yeah, that's right.
Like, I was already dealing with that before you got locked up.
That's right.
So going on when you got locked up, it was more so like I'm the youngest. So like my brother in college, my sister in the military, and Jimmy, you feel me? So like it was more so just my mama couldn't teach me what a man could teach me, you feel me?
I feel you.
I learned a lot of stuff from like outside the house, like
Right,
just
okay.
running the street. Like,
So what kind of like because when I hear your music, I hear a lot of pain in your music. You know what I'm saying? At what point did you start like writing your music? Or I know you ain't much of a writer, you more of a freestyler. But when you get in the booth, it just comes to you. But where did you start the rap game at as far as your music? Like what inspired you to the rap game? You know what I'm saying?
through 2020, I had a couple bros. We used to rap on phone, on Garage Band, I think called. We used to rap on phone, and I just kept going after that.
Okay. So I hear you, man. That's deep because I remember when I was rapping and doing all that music stuff, I was young, but I had to raise y'all, so all that went out the window. I was gone for like 6 whole years. When I came home, it was a lot. Like all my kids at some point had became grown. So I came home with the function that they still my kids, but I didn't take into consideration that they was grown
They had
men,
their own
grown
personality.
women. You understand what I'm saying? And I was still used to, hey, that's your phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, but now I understand. You know what I'm saying? That as being grown, they go through stuff like right now, and I know there's dark space that everybody get into because even when I was young, I had dark spaces. So what are some of the dark spaces that had hit you? Like even since I've been home, you know what I'm saying? And when I was gone, you know what I'm saying? But what are some of the worst dark spaces that you had, you know what I'm saying, in your life?
Personally, more so like after you live, like I closed myself off, so like I stopped telling people. You can see it now, like I don't really talk like that. Like
Right,
I just
right.
in my own head.
Right.
You feel me? I watched what went on around me, and like I kind of blame myself. Like sometimes like some other people hurt following you. You feel me? Like when they close to you and stuff.
I'm gonna just tell you, like, from a father to a son, that you ain't ever gotta blame yourself for what life functions through at you, because, like, it ain't always your fault. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you know, us as parents, we always wish, even when we get older, that we could have did something different. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I can remember when I caught my case. You know what I'm saying? And I went to prison. You know what I'm saying? Only thing that I kept thinking in my mind was, I wasn't wrong for doing what I did. I did what I meant to do. You know what I'm saying? But the only thing I regret was leaving my family, my kids. There was people that really depended on me. So that was like, I was really selfish. So you can't never really look at yourself and blame yourself, because, you know what I'm saying, you're not in that alone. You know what I'm saying? I can't talk about this kind of stuff from a woman's point of view, but I can only speak from a man's point of view. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when you're in a dark space, you know what I'm saying, sometimes it's good to open up to people that care about you more, because I ain't have nobody to care for me. I had to figure it out on my own. You know what I'm saying? I had to go through that darkness on my own, and the darkness I was going through, my own family was taking me through it. You know what I'm saying? You know, so, you know, it's like, you know, it's like a love and hate relationship. You know what I'm saying? So with you being young and you still coming up, you still trying, you still going through things, it's gonna always be a battle, man. Life is not easy, but you gotta learn how to cope with it. So what are some ways that you think you can tell the viewers and the youngins, you know, how to do it without joining gangs, you know what I'm saying, getting into gang activity? Because, man, that right there was real big. I remember I used to tell my kids, if y'all grow up in South Georgia, be in the gang, I'll kill you myself. Because I took the hit for y'all. I did that so y'all don't have to do it. You know what I'm saying? I went through that so y'all ain't got to do it. You know what I'm saying? So there's no reason for you to get out there when you know where to lead you and where to come from. So what are some things you can tell the viewers? Because I know you got homies that bang and everything. What kept you away from that life and I was gone? Who did you look up to? How you looked up to them? And, you know what I'm saying? How was you able to stay out of affiliations?
I know who I am. I know who I am. Type jump like, I don't follow nobody.
All right, though. All right, though.
I think if I do, I already knew about that stuff before it came to me. So it's like,
Yeah, that's right, though.
I grew around. So I ain't got
You grew up around it, right? Facts. So, what do you think as a rapper? You know what I'm saying? Where do you think that your talent is going to take? Are you furthering your career in music, or do you got a plan or idea? Are you willing to push forward in the music industry?
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out more so like how to put more life into words like that rhyme, make it into more of a.
You
So-
got the word. Go ahead. I hear you.
So, what is your music about? Like, do you put your pain in your music? You feel like that's a therapy for you?
Yeah, it's more so I just like to vent, like and I like to hear myself too. So it's like it adds up.
And that's a good thing too. That's like therapy. So sometimes you need to do that. You said something earlier about living in your head. Don't live in your head. That should drive you to insanity.
What?
That should drive people crazy, literally. So
Yeah.
you know, if you got to make more music, even if it's not for the world, it's just for you, just do that.
So, how do you feel about that? Like, how do you feel about being in your thoughts and
I'm in my thoughts 24/7.
Man, you too.
I'm in my thoughts.
But you know, it's
24/7.
different coming from a youngin'.
Yeah.
And the atmosphere and the way, you know, they got more to
But-
worry about than we have to worry about. You
I
understand what I'm saying?
wasn't always in my thoughts. I was always in my thoughts, but I mainly had people to talk to. Like,
Right,
I never could rap.
right, right.
I got homies that can rap, but I
Right.
never could rap.
Right.
I need a ghostwriter.
Yeah.
You feel me?
But you
But
think
my
about
grandmoms, I lost my grandmoms 3-4 years ago,
it.
and I lost them 3 months apart. And those were my therapists. Like, I
Yeah.
cried to them. They loved me for me. That was
my
unconditional
grandmother
love.
too,
So
yeah.
I could have talked to them about, Grandma, I just did this. Well, baby, this is what you gonna do,
Right.
and you do this, and God bless them. You know what I mean? But that's after them. I realized like I'm in my thoughts 24/7,
24/7.
and to the point where I knew like, damn, I gotta talk to somebody. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, shout out to my wife. She encouraged me, like, get a therapist.
Right.
And I was like, therapist, like, that's for crazy people.
Yeah,
like,
I
you know
thought
what I mean?
the
Like,
same thing,
like,
but
I
it's
ain't
not,
crazy,
though.
like,
It's
you
not,
feel me?
though.
But I was like, at a point in time, I was like, nah, I gotta talk,
Yeah.
because I'm like a ticking time bomb. Like, I know me.
Right.
And I'm working. I work, always kept a job. I'm working, and I knew that I was going to explode.
Right.
So I'm like, let me just, talk to somebody.
Right.
So I got a therapist. Shout out to the therapist. I've been talking to her, but once I moved, I had to switch. So I got a new therapist. But
Okay.
if you can, like, if you feel like you need to talk to somebody and just get it out, and you really can't talk to nobody,
Right.
because that's how I felt. Like, sometimes I feel like I talk to my mother. She feeling the same thing that I feel. She just lost her mother.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's my pain. Like, I wake up crying.
Yeah.
I go to work sometimes. I hear a song that reminds me of my
Your
grandma's. I'm
grandmother, yeah.
crying, bawling. So
Yeah.
me telling my mom's like, damn, like telling her the pain that I feel, that's gonna make her cry.
Right.
So I'm like, let me just, let me talk to somebody.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's always cool to talk to somebody, and it's always cool to cry. Like, you ain't less of a man. I done seen niggas cry and beat motherfuckers right up
Exactly.
after that.
After that.
You know what I mean?
definitely.
So don't think like a lot of us think crying is
sensitive type thing.
Nah,
yeah.
that don't make you less. That's the emotion that you gotta get out.
Yeah.
You gotta get that emotion out so you can think more better. A lot of these dudes out here need to cry.
Need to cry, right?
They out here making dumbass decisions,
Yeah.
and I see it every day. I'm a CEO.
Guess when they cry?
I'm a CEO.
They cry when they get locked up and they got
Right.
that judge hit them with
Right.
the big boys.
I'm
you
a
know what
CEO,
I'm saying?
so I see it.
Yeah.
So a lot of them, like, I try to talk to them. I try to talk to them and school them, but they already made their mistake. That could have been avoided if they would have had that proper guidance. But you live and you learn. You gotta learn with it. But my advice to you: don't be in your head.
Yeah.
And if you feel like you don't need to talk to some people don't. You know what I mean? Some people don't need to talk to somebody. So just make your music. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's just for you, you want to hear yourself, get it out. As long as you get that emotion out, you cry about it.
Let that be it.
Let that emotion go.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
And that's why I be telling. I talk to them, and then sometimes I notice you will get into it like a shell, and you won't social back. But I've been there mentally. You feel me? So I know how to relate to it. And sometimes it bothers me. 'Cause I'm like, yo, is it me? You know what I'm saying? Then I have to think. At the same time, I've been there in that dark space where I ain't trying to talk to nobody. But you gotta think, I had nobody to talk to. I had nobody to talk to, you know what I'm saying? And I done been in some dark places that I had to deal with a lot of. I didn't even know that I needed therapists and all that, depression medicine. So I went to prison. And I used to spaz out, like just spaz the hell out, you know what I'm saying? And they used to keep me busy, you know what I'm saying? That's not just me, it was a lot of people that was like that. Keep busy, give them detail, keep busy, because you know what I'm saying, sometimes we'll spaz out. You understand what I'm saying? But you do have a father, you do have somebody you can talk to, and if you need the help, we're here. This is gonna be the closing out show, Grind Time ATL. Y'all, any viewers that seen this here, go ahead and start, write down your comments in the stories. You know what I'm saying? Write your story down in the comments right now and tell us what you think about our conversation related to the YNs and the father and son programs. You know what I'm saying? Peace out, Grind Time ATL.
What's with all that drama that they be talking? It's time for Willie Green to get the podcast running. It's our time. Grind time.
ATL.
It's our time.
The podcast.
We on time. What they gonna say when we start speaking truth?